Fantasy Football Show. This is the Week 10 Saturday night edition where we break down all your start bench advice, your last minute trades, any waiver wire ads you might need to make heading into Week 10. I'm here for you. Let's break it all down. The Fantasy Football Show begins now.
This is the Fantasy Football Show with your host, Smitty.
Top 5 running back. You're watching the Fantasy Football Show.
Smitty!
Take a lap.
Why does this keep happening? Why am I upside down every time I come back from my intro? These kinks, my intern over here. Oh wait, there's no intern. It's just me. It's just me with my darn intro glitches that I've had the last couple days. Appreciate you joining me. I'm Smitty. This is the Fantasy Football Show. We are live, breaking down everything Week 10. Start bench advice, you name it. We're breaking it down, doing it live. Appreciate everybody in here already. Let's get through the news real quick. I'm going to blast through it because I want to make sure we take care of everything fast and then get it to the questions. If you've been living under a rock all day, then you don't know that Robert Woods tore his ACL. He's out for the entire season, obviously. And Van Jefferson value goes up. Cooper Kupp might have taken a tiny bit of a dip, or at least some concern about enough too many mouths to feed, enough footballs to go around when Odell landed with the Rams. Now with Woods out, Roberto Trees, one of our favorite people on the show. Such a shame. Prayers up for Roberto Trees, first of all. But Roberto Trees is down. The tree is down. And now you have Kupp back to, I don't know, maybe, I wouldn't say his value goes up, but it's definitely where it was before Odell ventured onto the team. But Van Jefferson becomes the number 2 option in LA for now. Could Odell surpass him? Sure. But Odell, the good news for Odell is that with Woods gone, there's enough volume there for him to get Van Jefferson's workload. Van Jefferson's going to get, what he normally gets, plus a little bit more from the Robert Woods amount of targets, which the surplus will go to Odell. It's going to work out just fine for Matthew Stafford. He'll still be Matthew Stafford, and Van Jefferson for now becomes a pretty darn good wide receiver 3 with upside for more. Kyler Murray, NFL Network is reporting that the Cardinals are pessimistic that Kyler Murray will be able to play against the Panthers this week. Not a huge surprise. And at 8-1, playing the Panthers, who are going to be in some trouble themselves, the Cardinals prove they can win with the running game, and that brings us to the next piece of information. We've got Chase Edmonds hitting IR, injured reserve, which means he'll miss the next 3 games. He already missed 1 game. That means James Conner is going to be Superman or He-Man for the next 3 weeks. So if you own James Conner, congratulations. You have yourself a top 6 to 10 running back right now for the next 3 weeks. And if he cements himself into that kind of usefulness for the Cardinals, I don't think it's going to change when Edmonds comes back. They'll keep feeding Conner the football. So if he can stay healthy, then he's going to be a beast. Now, Conner does have trouble staying healthy, so Eno Benjamin needs to be grabbed. He's now Chase Edmonds, or he's now James Conner, because Conner's now Edmonds, and now it's confusing. But Conner's the man regardless. That's all you need to know. But they have room for more. They run the ball enough to give another running back like Benjamin enough work. And if Conner can't stay healthy, something he struggled with, then all of a sudden Eno Benjamin is starting for the Arizona Cardinals without any competition at all. So he's one injury away, a kind of likely injury away from being a starting running back for the Cardinals. So Benjamin needs to be grabbed in a lot of leagues. But for right now, Conner's king right now. Conner's got tons and tons of value. Get excited if you own James Conner. Aaron Rodgers likely to play Week 10. We expected this. We expected him to suit up for Sunday, but this is nice to see the confirmation. There was talk about, he just wanted to make sure he was good to go himself. His heart, after getting on the C list, he wanted to just make sure everything was good to go. We talked about the Robert Woods news already. We have not talked about this. Chris Godwin expected to play week 10. That's kind of that's been up and down, that news. So just so you know, Chris Godwin expected as of this moment to play. If that changes, I will let you know. Julio Jones placed on injured reserve. So that experiment is on hold for another 3 weeks. We knew Julio was not going to bring much to the table this year. There's so many people that were like, big name Julio Jones. He's going to be absolutely phenomenal in this offense. An offense that doesn't even throw the football, enough to make him relevant, and everyone expecting big things out of Julio. Now with no Derrick Henry, we know Julio Jones. Who knows what defenses are going to be able to do in terms of shutting down A.J. Brown, so it's a little bit of a worry. Elijah Mitchell was removed from the Niner injury report. This is big because we have a lot of Elijah Mitchell questions, and since they play Monday night, we no longer have to freak out and give advice like, oh, well, if this happens, you need to have a backup plan for him because he's playing on Monday night. Now we know darn good chance that he's suiting up unless he has some kind of weird setback. So nobody needs to worry about Eli Mitchell anymore. He needs to go in lineups immediately. ASAP. Get on your horse, good buddy. And so Eli Mitchell, get in there. Last couple pieces of news, and then we'll get on to the super chats and everything. Ramondre Stevenson cleared the concussion protocol and is expected to be active. This is interesting because it was like Bolden, and were we thinking Bolden was going to get some work, get a ton of work. Now it could be Ramondre Stevenson with Harris out. Everyone could be surprised. It could be, Shanny or Bill Belichick. Coach Bill could throw us all for a loop and give Bolden all the work. He could give Ramondre Stevenson all the work. I love Stevenson a lot. I hope he does get a ton of work walking into this week. I think he'd be fantastic if he gets the full workload. And this is big news here. This is probably I should have led with this one. Big Ben placed on the C list, which is horrible. Now Big Ben is out. And now we don't know what Najee's going to bring to the table. We don't know what Deontay is going to bring to the table. We were excited about Freiermuth, and now this man's out for week number 10, and we're kind of left wondering what the offense is going to look like in this matchup. So that's bad. That's bad. I don't know that I'm benching any of the big dogs, but I'm not benching Najee. I'm probably not benching Freiermuth. It depends on your options, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, here we go. We got some super chats here. Appreciate the super chats, everybody. Keep them rolling in, and I'll pile them up in the corner here, and we'll get through them all. Nicholas says, Smitty, you're the GOAT. Appreciate the commitment and all your help. Hit the like button and put Smitty in the chopper. Put Smitty, get down. Hit the like button. Get down. Put him in the chopper. Send Smitty to the chopper. Hit the like button. Bring those sound bites back, Smitty. I do need to find them. They were somewhere, and I when I switched out a few things, I lost them. But I'll get them back, or I'll re-record them. Don't worry, Nick. And I appreciate the super chat. In the meantime, I'll do it for you. Get Nicholas to the chopper now. Okay. Would you trade Javonte and Carter for running back one like Zeke? Javonte and Carter? Michael Carter? Of course I would do that, John. I'd do that in a heartbeat. I have Eckler, Monty, and Sanders. No one's going to do that. If you can pull that off, bro, you're a magician, and we want to know about it. So if you do pull that off, let us know, and we'll definitely celebrate with you. Great idea. I just don't know what's going to happen. Like, would I trade Javonte and I love Javonte, but would I trade Javonte and Michael Carter for even one of the lowest running wide receiver ones? Yeah, or one of the lowest running back ones, like Hendy or something? Probably. I like Javonte. I want Javonte in there, but Javonte's currently not in the place that Hendy's at. So it's like, would you wait? I don't know if I'd wait on Javonte if I can upgrade right away. Give me a Swift, over if you can't get a Zeke, you could get a Swift or, whatever, then you do that. You might not even be able to get Swift. I'm just telling you. Van Jefferson or Sutton, and get Swift before this week. Jamal's out again. And, Swift's going to show up. He's going to show up in this one. They want to give him the ball more, hopefully. And Swift's been a big avoid for me in a lot of ways because of their lack of commitment. Swift should be a top 1 to 4 running back, based on talent. But as I've said all year, that situation is garbage. You know, they're not moving the football. They're not winning games. They're so far out of touchdown range. Who knows when he's going to score again? And the one thing I will say is that I think if they feed him enough, he either gets hurt or he produces monster numbers. So it's a high risk, high reward play. But at his current value, people are doubting Swift. You can get him a little bit too low. And so for that reason, I'm back in. I go out and back in on players all the time. Doesn't mean I'm flip-flopping. I love when someone says, oh, Smitty, you hated Swift early in the year, didn't you? Now look at you, changing your mind. I laugh and I say, what are you talking about? Do you follow my content at all? Everything's about buying low and selling high. I don't care what I say about a player in the beginning of the year or in the preseason. It's absolutely irrelevant. It doesn't matter how I valued Swift or any player for that matter. What matters is where they're valued now in trade value and whether they're worth the risk to go get. Swift is very attainable right now. I don't care what I said about him. Do you want somebody that digs their heels in and talks about a player based on what they said the preseason and they don't want to change their mind? Or do you want someone that's going to give you advice based on how they're playing, trade value, team, a team evolving offensively or falling apart offensively or defensively or whatever, quarterback changes or a quarterback rising up like Mike White in an offense where you didn't think there was a hope for anybody to do well? Elijah Moore, I loved during the preseason. He did nothing, so we jumped off. Now we're jumping back on the Elijah Moore bandwagon because guess what? He's relevant again. So is Michael Carter. I love Michael Carter. The offense went flat. Time to get out. Now it's time to get back in. If Mike White gets removed, then we're probably going to get out again. 0.5 PPR, Van Jefferson or Sutton. Also Ramondre or Gallup. Give me Ramondre. Give me Van Jefferson. Van Jefferson could be a very high-end wide receiver 3 go forward. Mark Cleveland in the house. Great show, says Mark. Mark, you're the man, the myth, the legend. Mark's been riding with the Fantasy Football Show from the beginning. An OG, a true OG. Mark, I appreciate you. I always appreciate you, Mark. And if you want to come on, bro, just call the line, call the bat phone right now, Mark, and I'll get you on if you want to get on. No pressure. Van Jefferson or Emmanuel Sanders this week. I'm going to say Van Jefferson, bro. I like both options. You're not wrong to go one over the other, but Van Jefferson is in a good spot right now. I like Van Jefferson a lot. 100 of you in the room, 100 of you in the room, please punch that thumbs up and help the channel out. Let's get the Fantasy Football Show on the map, baby. We're almost at 10K. Hey, Smitty. What is this? Hey, Smitty. What do you think about a trade I just made? Sent Dak, Monty, and Mooney for Mahomes, D-Hop, and Eli Mitchell. So Dak, Monty, and Mooney for Mahomes, D-Hop, and Eli Mitchell. So I don't care who you also have, bro. You just crushed that man's playoff hopes or ability to show his face at next year's draft. Like, you just completely blasted him. Like, I don't even know if I can't even put Smitty approve because approve isn't even explaining how much I like the other side of this trade or the side of the trade that you got. Dak, Monty, and Mooney for Mahomes, D-Hop, and Eli Mitchell.
You've just been Smitty approved.
That's one of the worst trades I've seen in a while, bro. That's an awful trade. I mean, on his part. Like, that's really bad. Like, that's really, really, really bad. Where's the music? You blasted him, bro. I don't even know how could you be friends after that? After that trade, bro. Did I get that right? Did I read that trade right? You sent Dak, Monty, and Mooney for Mahomes, Hopkins, and Mitchell. To put this in perspective, you could argue Dak, Monty, and Mooney for Mahomes alone. You could certainly argue it and say that you're still crushing the trade by having just D-Hop or just Mitchell along with Mahomes. But you get all three. Like, if he's friends with you after that trade, I don't know, bro. I don't know what's going on with this world. That's like I defriend someone if they make me look like that. That kind of what's going on, bro? Jeez. Let's hope that wasn't like a really good friend. Blasted him, bro. Just flat out blasted him. Jeez. What's going on here? Am I frozen? My screen keeps freezing on me. Amari or Ingram, full PPR. I'm going to say Ingram's safer. Amari's got a little more, maybe upside, but more risk. I would probably go with Ingram in this one for safety. It's a close call, though. It's a close call. He's the number one team 8-1. Not anymore, bro. Not anymore. I was surprised when he accepted it. He's 8-1 by luck, bro. You don't make a trade like that and get to 8-1 using some major skill, because that is an awful trade, bro. He must have forgot to click on a player or something, bro. You're gonna get messages in the morning being like, bro, I sent the wrong guys. I'd almost guarantee you that one gets turned around somehow. Some kind of story about he didn't mean to send it after he consulted with everybody, and I don't know. That's I hope he's not watching right now because we're blasting him. We trusted D Knox or Fant, both first week back. Are we trusting D Knox? I trust probably them about the same. Like I've got this question a couple times. Which tight end to start? And I honestly, I don't know. I kind of go back and forth. I'd probably say Knox, but I mean, what if he's not fully healthy? I don't know. It's a tough one. I'd say Fant's lower risk but less upside. Ramondre Stevenson or McKissick. I'm gonna say Ramondre if you like to roll the dice, broski. If you like dice rolling, I'm gonna say Ramondre. You little dice roller, you. Two flexes, full PPR. Javonte, Judy, Kirk, Michael Carter, Hopkins might not play. Yeah, he's probably not playing, so let's leave him out right now. If you heard he's playing, you throw him in, but past that, nothing you can do. I don't want to bench anyone. Shaking my head. Couldn't make any trades. So you're starting to Javonte, Judy, Kirk, and Michael Carter and Hopkins. I don't know, to be honest, bro. It's not that tough. Like, it could go any way, but, like, I don't know that anyone, give me Carter and give me Javonte. Unless Hopkins plays, then you probably put Carter on the bench. But give me Javonte and Carter, and I don't really lose sleep over it if I'm wrong. Like, Kirk could go crazy. But what if Kyler's out? Will he? I don't think he will go crazy. Judy, I'm going to wait till Judy starts delivering really good numbers before I start, kicking myself for having Judy on the bench over a really good play like Michael Carter, who's going to get checkdowns all day. Now, I know it's a tough matchup. It's a really bad matchup. But you know who likes really tough matchups? A guy named Mike White. The GOAT Mike White. He likes tough matchups. He carves them up for dinner. And Mike White's going to carve up the Bills. I love the Bills. Bills are one of my teams. And I love Josh Allen. This is going to be a fun game for me. This is going to be a fantastic game. One of my favorite games to put on and watch will be this game, because I'm rooting for both sides. And that's what I love about fantasy, is you can do that. And I'm built for that. But you got Josh Allen against Mike White. You got Mike White carving up the Bengals defense and looking fantastic. Mike White coming in and having 2 drives, 95 yards and a touchdown, looking flawless on that second drive, looking like a surgeon. Just Mike White, it's like a sprinkler, throwing dimes out, and then hits his helmet on the lawnmower when he's out there in the garden with the sprinkler of an arm, just shooting out dimes. And hurts his hand or his wrist, goes out. Incredible bad luck. I was pissed. I almost threw my omelet against the wall. Just threw it right against the wall to watch it, drip down because it's drenched in cheese. I knew it would stick. I was very tempted to do it, and I thought, I need that omelet. I'm down and out right now. I'm feeling really low. I can't throw the only good thing I got right now in front of me against the wall. So I didn't do it, but I was very, very upset when Mike White got hurt. I'm excited about this game, and I think Mike White might be more excited than other people imagine that he is because it's such a tough matchup. Winners and champions don't run away from tough matchups. Winners and champions are playing Madden football, and instead of saying, I want to win big, they let the other team score real quick with 1 minute and 20 seconds left so you can have the ball last and come back and win. That's what a true winner does. He wants everybody's big guns on the field. He wants the tough matchup. He's not scared of anything. Mike White is going to try and do the impossible. And if he has a big game against the Bills defense, bros, if he does amazing things and looks phenomenal, the sprinkler known as Mike White that tosses out dimes for a living, and his living just started. This dude says he should have been the number 1 overall pick in the draft. I love the confidence. I love the man, the way he carries himself. His locker room loves him. He'll probably throw dimes both ways. He'll be the first sprinkler to shoot both directions without having to cock back and do it again. His dimes all over the place, all over the field, just dropping dimes all over. Mike White is the man. Am I a little excited? Yeah. Am I a little biased? Yeah. Could I be absolutely wrong? For sure. But it's fun. This is the most fun I've had rooting for an underdog since Kurt Warner. It's been phenomenal. If the ride ends this Sunday, I will have had my share and my fill, and I will be fine. I will recover everything I'm saying about Mike White. Take it with a half a grain of salt because I'm amped up and hopped up and probably a little bit too excited about this. All right. Double sprinkler. Just throwing dimes out left. He's going to be the first quarterback in NFL history to throw 2 touchdown passes at once. Mike White. Get him in there. Get him in your lineup. Maybe he'll throw a touchdown to himself off his own helmet. Mike White. Doubt him if you want. I dare you. I dare you. And if I'm wrong, who cares? We're having fun. This might be my one biased take. Give me one. Give me one biased take walking into one of these weeks, okay? Give me my freebie. Give me my mulligan. Okay, I'm using my mulligan on this one. All right. Back to reality. Did I even answer this super chat by Rock Out, who is the man, the myth, the legend, another OG of the chat? Yeah, I did. This is what got me on the Mike White, because I was talking Michael Carter, right? Javonte Michael Carter. I'm not losing sleep because I'm riding the Mike White check down train. So yeah, there you go. Long-winded answer for my boy Rock Out. Only thing is Michael Carter plays at 1, Kirk plays at 4. Well, I don't know what that concerns for. You mean is Michael Carter banged up or something? I mean, I just put in Carter. Oh, you're talking about because of Kyler. Well, I mean, yeah, I think Kyler's probably not playing, and I think we'll have a good indication before kickoff of the morning games whether that's likely to lean in a different direction at least. And I just think you put in Michael Carter for now, and you just count on the checkdowns. If Rock Out, your gut tells you Kirk is a good play regardless, put him in. Like I'm indifferent enough, and I'm drinking some Kool-Aid, some Mike White Kool-Aid right now, and I'm admitting it. So, trust your gut on this one. Mike White is a thing. I mean, I think he is. I'm riding with Mike White, broskies. I'm doing it. I'm doing it live. Man, I missed a few super chats while I was talking about Mike White. Goodness gracious. I'm sorry about that. Rodney Stevenson looks to play Stevenson or Collins. Collins is safer because we don't know what the workload will be. Bill Belichick could start only Stevenson and give him 150 yards and 2 or 3 scores. Just know you've been warned. Stevenson's going to get you 2 points or get you 2 or 3 touchdowns, bro. We saw him in the preseason. He looked fantastic, but it's all on Bill Belichick. He may not even use him, and he may feed the crap out of him. We don't know. I would say high risk, high reward play Stevenson. Safe plays Collins. You kind of got to make that call because they're both good plays. They just come with different levels of risk and upside. McKissick or Gibby. Give me McKissick because that Tampa Bay defense shuts down running backs on the ground. And what is McKissick? The receiving part of that backfield. Gibson's, we don't know what Gibson is. He's not even really the running back part of the backfield. But I think given the volume concerns between the tackles and the fact that McKissick's the guy we all believe is going to get the receptions, and Tampa Bay is susceptible through the air, and running backs do well through the air, not on the ground traditionally. 9 times out of 10 or 98% of the time, you're not going to do crap on the ground between the tackles. How are we going to go with Gibby? Logically, could it work out? It could go 100 different ways. We can't predict everything, but give me McKissick, AJ Dillon, or Mason Rudolph. I suppose AJ Dillon, bro. You could kick yourself if Rudolph does okay, but Rudolph could also get you negative points. You know what I mean? So I don't, just because he's a quarterback, I'm not shoving him in the super flex. I'll take Dillon. I'll take a safe 8 to 10 points maybe versus -4. I don't know. What's up, Smitty? Need one running back. Thank you. One love for the super chat. Got Gibby, Daryl Williams, Javonte AP, Jeff Wilson, Pollard, Elijah Moore, Mooney. Appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate you, one love. I would say Javonte, but I am a little bit of a dice roller. Daryl Williams is probably your safe play. Elijah Moore's a safe-ish play, but probably not as safe as Daryl. Daryl's safe. Daryl's 10 points probably, maybe more. So you're probably guaranteeing yourself about 10 points. Guaranteed. Unless he gets hurt or something. Or something weird happens where they play Gore and who the heck knows. Safe. And Javonte's going to get you 4 points or 23. You just got to kind of pick your poison there, bro. Who would I go with? Probably Javonte. But has that always worked out for me this year? No. But I'm not wanting him on the bench the moment he goes nuts. Any more news about David Cook? You mean Dalvin Cook, I think, bro. David Cook, I haven't heard about this dude. What's he been up to? David Cook. Sounds like Mike White's water boy is what David Cook sounds like, Keaton. He's probably holding Mike White's water right now, getting him ready. Because he doesn't even need water. He's shooting sprinkler dimes all over the field. If you're talking Dalvin, then I'm going to say that Dalvin's, no news on Dalvin. Dalvin's going to play this week unless something massive came out like in the early morning. Like we're talking like bright and early, 8 text messages and a video clip. Like that kind of thing could put you down in 2 minutes. But the odds of that are unlikely. So he's playing week 10. You'll know in enough time if something pops up. As far as the long-term outlook of Dalvin Cook right now, I would probably tell you this, broski. I would probably tell you that nothing will change if no more news comes out. No more updates. No more videos. No more text messages. No more corroborating witnesses. Like, this thing will stay kind of idle in terms of what direction anybody's leaning if it stays right where it is, because you've got an even amount of accusations kind of on both sides. The scale seems very even because Dalvin hit it first, and came out with the information first. It makes it tough for the league to react. The league really can't react unless there's something criminal, which could also arise because a criminal investigation could be opened at any point if crimes have been committed, even if it's in the past. And I don't know the statute of limitations in this situation, in this area, but I would say that the team is gonna just react if there's something crazy for perception reasons. Like, let's say a video clip like Ray Rice, when that video hit, he was done. He was flat out done. There was no coming back from that. There was no going to court to get a determination whether Rice was going to play. It was literally the clip dropped. He was over. It was over. So if something like that arises, even if it's a person talking about, like, who knows, it certainly could drive this thing in a direction where Cook gets deactivated, and then maybe not the whole season, or maybe the whole season. It could go that way. If anybody thinks that it can't go that way, then they're just blind. They're hello Dalvin Cook owner, first of all, and hello Dalvin Cook owner that doesn't own Alexander Mattison, because you're going to be more amped up to back up Dalvin, if you just own Cook, which is what the worst thing you could have done if you drafted Dalvin Cook, and we beat this into the ground all offseason long. So take a lap if you don't own Mattison and you own Cook. You need to reach an entire round or a round and a half to cuff this man to your Dalvin Cook. You have to. It was the number one commandment for fantasy football walking into the season. And the number two commandment was draft Dalvin Cook even if you don't have Cook. Draft I'm tired. Draft Madison even if you don't have Cook. Commandment 1, if you own Cook, draft Madison. Commandment 2, which I have coming out in 2022. I'm going to have these commandments, 10 of them. Draft Madison before the Cook owner can cuff him. That's commandment number 2. Do your neighbor harm. Do your neighbor handcuff harm. That's commandment 2. But for right now, if no news breaks, nothing's going to happen. But for people that think this can't get derailed on either side, all it takes is a little overload of information. And the Vikings have sponsorship, money, advertisers to look out for. If Cook gets all of his sponsorships dropped and all of his advertisers drop him, that is a signal that the Vikings might be facing the same kind of pushback, and then you might want to get worried. Okay? Smitty, keep talking. Mike White, I'll empty my wallet. Mike White dropping dimes all over the field.
Miss Smitty is sleeping, and I'm still using the megaphone to talk about Mike White because he's going to be a sprinkler head on Sunday, dropping dimes all over the field. That Buffalo at New York game starts at 11 a.m. my time.
I will be ready with my omelet, my breakfast, ready to go to watch Mike White go to town on this Buffalo Bill massively, insanely good defense. So thank you, kind sir. Thank you about the David Cook updates. I'm so far behind in the chat. I haven't even read what you guys have been saying. You might be telling me my mic's off. But only thing Michael Carter plays at 1. I got that message already. Sorry, Rockout. I'm clearly behind here. Zinski, PPR, Ayuk, Bolden, Stevenson, Washington, McKissick. I'd probably say you watch that Patriot news and go with the Patriot running back that looks poised to get all the work. I mean, we'll probably hear it. We'll probably hear about it in the morning. A little bit of a feel, a little bit of a nudge, a little piece of news. Stevenson's going to get majority of the work. There's probably going to be news out there. Join me on Instagram the entire 1 hour leading into kickoff at the Fantasy Football Show on IG. Join me on Instagram that entire hour, and hopefully we'll get a clue as to what it's looking like. If you believe in the Surgeon General, hit the like button. Yeah, we are calling Mike White the Surgeon General, by the way, in case you don't know. If you believe in the Surgeon General, hit the like button. If you don't believe in the Surgeon General, hit the like button. Just hit the like button regardless. But if you like the Surgeon General, get excited and hit the like button. Thanks to you, Smitty. I'm starting Mike White if Kyler doesn't play. It does depend on your option, though, Terry. Don't let my excitement have you sitting like, some kind of beast of a backup, broski. Dan Arnold or Muth with Ben Roethlisberger not playing. Dan Arnold's probably a tiny wee bit safer, just a little bit safer, safe like a Mike White pass. That's how safe Dan Arnold is. Just real nice and safe. Nothing's going to happen. He's not going to drop the football. It's just going to come right in. He's going to catch 3 balls for 33 yards and a 27.65% chance of a touchdown. Just nice, safe little guy, Dan Arnold. But Muth, even with the quarterback situation being a nightmare, he could be the safety net, so it's tough to say. I'd probably still start Muth, bro. Sometimes quarterbacks will, like Rudolph will lean on him. You know what I mean? Knox, I'd probably go Knox. Rock out. Is Mike White riding the Charlie horse? Mike White is riding his own touchdown making skills into this game and going to use his surgical precision to dissect and knife apart this insanely good Buffalo Bill defense, just throwing laser passes all over the field with accuracy, confidence. Mike White can throw without even moving his arms. It's like a laser. The broski is gonna do it. I just have a good feeling. I have a good feeling that we're gonna be talking Mike White up, just laughing and being like, was Smitty right or was he delirious? And if I'm wrong, again, I ask you to give me this mulligan and let me soak in the Mike White upside that I believe is there. It may be fairy dust. It may not be real, but I'm currently drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm making the Kool-Aid. I'm mixing it. I'm stirring the big pot of Kool-Aid, and I'm excited. Sean, thank you for the super chat. Pick 2, Melvin Gordon, Ingram, Dearness Johnson, Darrell Williams. I would probably say Dearness Johnson's a lock. Like, this is a decision between the other 3 running backs. I'd probably go with Ingram, maybe not. Darrell's safest. 10 points, Darrell's your guy. You want about a 7-point to a 18-point range, go Ingram. But Darrell's safer. Ingram's higher risk because we don't really know the volume he's going to get. We always think this is going to happen. The backup running back comes in and what? Does nothing. Dribble, says JT and Javonte for my Dalvin, Clyde, and Kadarius Toney. JT and Javonte, Dalvin, Clyde, Kadarius. I mean, honestly, I'd probably rather have the JT side, bro. JT and Javonte, because if Javonte gets in there, you got a top 10 running back in Javonte. You got the number 1 or number 2 overall running back right now in a lot of people's mind in JT. Dalvin's right where JT is, but with a lot of risk. And Clyde, I like Clyde. I love Clyde, but is Clyde better than Javonte? Right now, no. Could he be? Yeah. But right now, no. I'm not going to pay for could-be's. I'm in the business of paying for what value a player has now. If you start playing the game of buying a guy at projected value, that's how you lose value, and eventually you have a crappy team with no wide receiver ones, no backup, and then you ask somebody for advice and they say, how the hell did you destroy this team? Did you lose somebody? Did you trade away your best players? Why do you have literally no studs on your team and no depth to show? You must have had injury strike, and you're like, no, I just bought guys at their all-time high. I'm not saying this trade is like laughable or like this is very close. I'm just saying when you buy Clyde and you don't buy Clyde at what he could be, you buy Clyde. I like buying Clyde. I buy Clyde low. I'm just merely saying if it's Javonte or Clyde, Javonte's scoring, Javonte's on the field, Javonte's on the rise. Clyde, we don't yet know. Kadarius Toney's always hurt, and he's a head case and an emotional wreck. Who knows what he's going to do? And I'm assuming this is redraft. And even if it was Dynasty, I want the JT side by a mile because Dalvin Cook's getting older. But it's a pretty easy call for me. I'm not moving JT. I'm just not in that scenario. Clyde's good. I love Clyde, but he ain't moving the needle in this deal. Start Ingram or Drake tomorrow. Give me Ingram. I don't trust Drake, and I don't really trust the Raiders, to be quite frank. Yo, man, rock out. Keaton's laughing at something probably earlier because I'm so behind on the chat. I've never been this behind on the chat. I've been ranting and raving. PPR, who to pick up for my flex spot this week? Javonte, Gibby, Elijah Moore, or Van Jefferson? Give me Javonte. Who do I pick for my flex spot? It's a tough one. I mean, Van's good. Van's safe. Van's probably safest. If you're a safe guy, if you walk into Vegas and you go to the nickel slots before you head over to the quarter slots, then you are a Van Jefferson guy this week, and there's no shame in that. You're gonna have probably the least likelihood of losing all your money by the end of your Vegas trip. You're the guy that buys, the sandwiches at the deli instead of going to the expensive buffet. And guess what? You're the guy walking home with the most money not spent or dropped. Okay? But if you're the guy that wins either a $2,000 or goes home $2,000 down, then you're a Javonte guy. And you're rolling Javonte out of this spot. And you may strike red on the roulette wheel. You may strike gold. But there is risk. So Javonte if you're a dice roller. Van Jefferson if you like it safe. At the deli. G Money in the house. Thank you for the super chat, G Money. I will look for your question. Usually when someone drops a super chat without the question, they meant to attach it, and I will look for your question. And here it is. G Money. I'm offered Eckler and Kirk, and I give Swift and McLaurin. Should I take it? Eckler and Kirk for Swift and McLaurin. This is a really good question, G Money. Because when I'm trading Eckler away, or acquiring him, whatever, the other side of the deal should have like a Swift, because you need to have a comparable running back. Swift's below Eckler, for sure. But if I'm dealing, let's say, Eckler away, it's Swift and it's a wide receiver, but a little bit higher than McLaurin. I like McLaurin, but it's like a Diggs or a DK or a Jefferson especially, and obviously a Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill might make the running back a little lesser than a Swift. But Swift and McLaurin for Eckler's really, really close. It depends how you view Swift. He's a really, really big opportunity to score huge in this one. Like, it wouldn't be shocking if Swift outscored Eckler in this specific week with Jabal down and them wanting to feed him more in this particular matchup. I mean, you got the Lions going up against a Ben Roethlisberger-less team. This team does not have Big Ben. They could get up big, just, scoring on defense or whatever the heck, get up and then start running the football. I don't think the Steelers are going to get up on them and eliminate the passing or the rushing attack and force them to only use Swift via the PPR game. I think this could be a game where Swift actually has a top 5, running back game. I'm all about acquiring Swift right now at this value, regardless of what I've said, again, about the preseason. Smitty, you didn't like Swift in the preseason. I can't believe it. I can't believe you're talking about drafting Swift now or trading for him. I mean, as I correct myself in my own voice, you are a hypocrite, Smitty, because you went back on your Swift talk. I'm not going back on my Swift talk. If you overvalued Swift, I would then not want Swift. The fact that everybody's undervaluing Swift, his risk is very acceptable. Therefore, I'm entering the Swift game again. I feel like this isn't a horrible trade. I feel like McLaurin could potentially... So you're offered Eckler and Kirk, and I give Swift and McLaurin. Sorry, I keep talking about it backwards. A lot of times you guys hear me just talk both sides. I'm not necessarily even, because I don't know if you're saying it backwards, because a lot of people do. So I just talk about it. I'm sorry if the way I'm wording it's weird. I'm gonna say Eckler and Swift, but it's really close. And if you can get, yeah, you're getting that. So yeah, do it. I take Eckler. I take the Eckler side. I'm not excited about it because I love the idea of Swift this week. But that's a pretty good trade, bro. I just traded Tyreek Hill, Javonte Williams, Hockenson for Aaron Jones, Saquon, and Waller. Did I win? Hill, Javonte Williams, and Hockenson for Aaron Jones, Saquon, Waller. You did win. And you even won getting a player that I don't absolutely love in Saquon. It's arguable. Like, if Javonte gets in there, then it will be very, very close. But for right now, he's not in there. Therefore, you won the trade. But I trade away Barkley as fast as I can. I punch the trade now. I get on the phone and I stay on the phone all night until the game starts. Until I get rid of Barkley. And I get a wide receiver probably. Like, you're getting Aaron Jones, so you don't necessarily need to get a running back, right? You gave up only Javonte in that deal. Go across position. Trading Barkley, the easiest way to trade Barkley is across position. Go get a wide receiver. Go get a Diggs for Barkley. Straight up. I don't care if anybody thinks that's bad. I'll do it in a second. Go get DK. Go get Jefferson. Go get Diggs. Go get who else? Let me pull up a couple names here. Who else could you get using that? I'm gonna go my rest of season. Let's go to rest of season rankings. Wide receivers. Again, Barkley for wide receivers is the safest play. I mean, you can't get Kupp. You can't get Adams. You probably can't get Hill. Could you get Jamar Chase? People are down on Jamar. Like, Jamar needs to be traded for. I haven't done enough Jamar Chase go get him talk this week. And I should have. That's on me. Take a lap, Smitty. Because he
Take a lap. Take a lap.
is probably one of the best go get players walking into week 10 on. And I'm ashamed of myself. I'm absolutely ashamed of myself. Why have I not had more go get Jamar Chase content? That's on me. That's on me, broskies. You have literally less than 12 hours now. I'm sorry about that. Go get them if you can. Get on the phones. Wake people up. Send those text messages. Wake up all your buddies that got their alerts turned on and send them trade offers at 2 a.m. so that it ding, ding, ding. Send them offers they can't refuse. Go get Jamar Chase now. But you could probably get Jamar Chase for Saquon, bro. Straight up, and laugh all the way into the playoffs, and let people clown on you for giving up a running back in a running back climate that is this crazy. I don't trust Barkley, and I can't. I kind of like not being able to read the comments because I don't know what people are saying right now. I'm so far up on the comments because I'm going through the super chats. I don't know what anybody's saying. I have no clue. I normally like to watch, but right now I'm kind of just ranting without knowing, and it's kind of liberating. It feels like Mike White out on the field just tossing dimes. How liberating he feels. That's how I feel like I'm Mike White. You're Mike White. We are Mike White. I think we're all Mike White. I'm offered Eckler and Kirk gives Swift to McLaurin. I got that one. Pay attention, Smitty. Brandon, thank you for that super chat, by the way. Money, I appreciate you. Love the show, Smitty. Scary Terry, Javonte, or Ingram at the flex. Give me Scary Terry. I'm not messing around with Scary Terry, bro. He's a wide receiver. He's a potential wide receiver 1. You know what I'm saying? SleeperU.com. Sleeper, the letter U.com. Like a university, SleeperU.com. Go order your lifetime membership. That's where my content drops. That's how you get my rankings, my bold predictions every year. That's where you get my trade calculator. I invented the first trade calculator, the first instant-based trade calculator in 2003. And I believe I created the first or one of the very first, at least widespread, because there weren't a lot of content since back in 2003. Mock draft simulators in the industry. Nobody had a mock draft simulator. So I had all that. Tools at sleeperu.com. Go get them. Get your lifetime membership. If you go to pricing and toggle to lifetime and order any one of my lifetime products, I will give you a 1-hour draft call next year. I will draft with you over the phone. Hey, broski, who are we taking? Mike White? Are we drafting Mike? So sign up at sleeperu.com. Do it. Thank you, Terry, for announcing that with your super chat, you bad boy. Okay, I'm caught up. 220 in here, only 79 likes. What is going on? Are you not entertained? If I'm providing you content that is even remotely good to your standards, if you would do me the courtesy and punching the thumbs up, and it will help me. It will help me, which will allow me to help you. Let's help each other. Robert, I know Robert didn't like my Barkley talk. I commend Robert. Robert's one of the most patient dudes in the world. The fact that he can sit there and listen to you berate his favorite player or a guy he ranks as the number 1 running back going forward, I commend you for having the respect of hanging out in here and not being a total, like there's people in here that when you disagree with them, they just blast you, and you're absolutely the best at that, my man. So I appreciate you. I missed your super chat. You're missing the chat, Broly says. Broly, hold on, bro. I'm looking for you. Brandon, I got that one. Scary Terry. G Money, I got that one. Dennis, I got that one. G Money, thank you for the super chat. Jason, I got that one. Baked In Boys, I got that one. Dribble, I got that one. Sean, I got his. Terry Roberts, Zinski, Rock Out, Keaton, Nicholas, One Love, Mr. Punch, Chase, said McKissick or Gibby. I answered that one. Rock out. Rangers. Drip said Amari or Ingram. Zinski. Mark Cleveland. Just Sherman. John. I don't see it, bro. Can you paste in your question again? I don't see your super chat. Maybe it didn't go through, bro. Okay. Any hope for Mahomes versus Vegas? Any hope for Mahomes versus Vegas? Chris, I feel like I made Chris take a lap already this week. Any hope? Any hope? Any hope? Chris, I'm inching toward my take a lap button, bro. Any hope? I can't yell at anybody that drops a super chat though. It's like, Chris, this is rough territory for me. Any hope? It's one thing to worry about him a little bit. Any hope? Chris. We're this close to taking a lap, broski. Do you want to take a lap, Chris? If you want to take one, I'll send you. Some people want it. Some people crave it, Chris. Some people, they say things like that so that they can take a lap. They want to take a lap. They want to get caught. Chris wants to get caught. He wants to take a lap. Any hope? He wants it.
Take a lap.
Any hope for Patrick Mahomes? Like he's a lost cause. Bro, Mahomes, I'm ranking Mahomes. First of all, the Raiders, I understand. They're playing great this year. I'm not saying they're going to completely fall on their face and be an awful team, and just turn around 300 or 180 degrees. That's what Jason Kidd said when he came to the Suns. He said, I'm going to turn this team around 360 degrees. And everyone's like, what did you say? Are the Raiders going to turn around 180 degrees? No, they're not. But think about the Steelers last year. Number 1 team, top 3 team, and they fell apart. Like, the Raiders have had a lot of chaos. And while they've still been playing all right and playing good, they don't feel real to me. They don't feel real to the extent they're playing. Can they still win a lot of games? Can they knock off any team at any moment? Yeah. But do we say things like, does Mahomes have a chance against the Raiders? That I don't think we say that. First of all, Mahomes is like a top 3 play for me at quarterback this week. I don't put Mahomes on the bench because of matchup. Mike White proved that against the Bengals. We don't worry about matchup. And a lot of weeks, what was it? Herbert, what matchup did Herbert have the week that everyone's like, should we bench Herbert? And then he blew up against one of the toughest matchups he's had all year. Yeah. So, my bad. I meant Dalvin Cook. Do I have Madison? I do have Madison. Attaboy, Keaton. Appreciate you. Just went back and realized could have had Cooper Kupp instead of A-Rob. George Washington Bridge, here I come. Look, a lot of us, there's always going to be 1 or 2 of these players for everybody. Like, even if you like Kupp, there was another player you didn't like that's blowing up. Like, everyone's got one of these, bro. Everyone hated Cordero Patterson. So, Cooper Kupp, everyone should have liked him more. Nobody had Cooper Kupp. Show me a receipt if you say this in the chat. I did. No one had Cooper Kupp as a top 2 or 3 wide receiver. Nobody overdrafted him. He was a value, and he's had an incredible year. A lot of people liked him. I'm not saying you didn't like him. I'm not saying people didn't talk him up. I was not high enough on Cooper Kupp. I'll admit. I'll take my lap on that one.
Take a lap. Take a lap.
That's definitely
Take a lap.
Definitely one of the guys that I should have been higher on, and I wasn't. Is Cooper Kupp. No doubt about it. Javonte and Cooks for Chase. Yeah, take Jamar Chase in a heartbeat. That's what I'm talking about, broski. That's what I'm telling you. Go get Jamar Chase while you can still get him at this pricing. This will be laughable in a 24-hour time from now. We'll be laughing at getting Jamar Chase at that value. That's why I'm ashamed of myself right now for not going out and creating more content about buying Jamar Chase. He's the one guy I'm looking at the rankings right now saying to myself, people are not respecting him. And I've got my text line. I've got my personal line. This is my personal cell. This is my business cell. This is my text line, which you can order at heysmitty.com. heysmitty.com. Order it at heysmitty.com and get on my text line. And I get enough Jamar Chase panic questions like, should I maybe trade Jamar at this point? Are we on the decline for Jamar? I get enough Jamar questions at heysmitty.com. I should be ashamed of myself for not taking advantage of that information, that valuable intel, that I think I get a better temperature on what players could be had than any other analyst, because I have a text line. I have hundreds of texts that come through a day. Hundreds of text messages I answer per day. Hundreds of them. And I'm telling you, I notice patterns more, not because I'm super duper special, but because I have a text line and I get to see who's panicking in volume. And when people are panicking in volume, numbers don't lie. And when people are saying, Aaron Jones, do I get rid of him? Jamar Chase, do I get rid of him? Who are some other players that people have been talking? CeeDee Lamb, total value right now. Mahomes, proven on the show, proven on my text line. People talking about benching Mahomes for a number 7 ranked quarterback. You know, no. You know, Wentz and like I had a Wentz and Mahomes question. I've gotten a lot of them. It's nonstop. It's Mahomes this, Mahomes that. Get Mahomes in your damn lineup and don't consider benching him for anything. It's Patrick Mahomes. So stop it. Can you discuss the trade idea in the DM I sent today? I don't have that information right in front of me, Ryan. You should have put it in the text, bro. Put it in the chat. I'll look for your comment. I don't remember everything. You give me way too much credit, Ryan, to think I remember what your trade was. I see so many questions, Ryan. I have no idea, bro. You're lucky I know it's you. You're lucky I recognize you, Ryan. CMC needs to prove he can stay healthy. That is correct, DJ. And if he does stay healthy the entire season, we're going to have a conversation on our hands. That's for sure. Where will we rank him heading into 2022? It will be insane. It will be crazy. Go back to your DMs from today. Ryan, I'm asking you to post it, bro. I'm in the middle of a show. I'm not going to hunt through my DMs and look for it. But if you post it, I will attack it, Ryan, with tenacity. So bring it to me and paste it in. Or just type it real quick. I love Mahomes, but had to let Herbert punch him in the throat. Baked In Boys is not happy with Mahomes. Roberts. Nick the CMC. What? Is he back with the CMC stuff? Never mind. Whatever. Ryan. Ryan is going to make me go look through my DMs in the middle of a show because you want me to read your DM instead of you posting it in the super chat. Hold on, Ryan. Ryan, if you knew how many DMs I got a day, you know that your DM is like literally like 85 messages down now since we talked. So you'd understand what I mean. You probably don't. I understand you probably don't understand that. But it's like, for me to even find your message is like me looking for a needle in a Mike White haystack. Let's see here. There we go. 8-team redraft league. I'm guaranteed to make the playoffs. Here's my roster. I was offered Kamara for my Lamb, Cordero, and Javonte. It's a redraft. I know this sounds absurd, but I can shell out depth because it's an 8-man league. What are your thoughts on it? So I told him, go ahead and take Kamara. If it's an 8-man league, you got lots of depth. CeeDee Lamb, Patterson, Javonte. If you can weather through it, you got enough wins, whatever. It makes sense to go and get Kamara in your situation in an 8-team league. There are a lot of players on the waiver wire that you can pick up too. So it does depend on that, but that's a good problem to have, bro. All right. So I would like for the chat to let Ryan know what they feel, how they feel about this question. Would you rather have Kamara in an 8-team league? And let's say the details don't matter. Just give me your honest knee-jerk reaction. Would you rather have Kamara or C. Patterson, Lamb, and Javonte? Go. Dami says Emmanuel Sanders versus the Jets, or Van Jefferson versus the Niners. Give me Van Jefferson in this one, bro, but it could go either way. These are very, very close options, like super close. Sorry, see you tomorrow on the call. You don't have to apologize, Ryan. I'm just joking with you, bro. Lamb, C. Pat side. Whoa, Ryan, you might be getting more Lamb side, easily Kamara side, Lamb side. Kamara has a knee and ankle issues. AK-41. Give me Patterson alone. Give me Ben. Ryan, leave me another follow-up voice message now that I'm in Instagram. At least give me a voice message content, bro. Since we're here. Guys, while we're there, let's just do it.
It's voicemail time. Drop a voicemail at the Fantasy Football Show on the gram. Tell your grandma.
He'll punch you in the throat.
Okay. Let's go. Let's go, broskies. Hit me with some voice messages, and we'll do it live. Lamb side. Wow, you're getting a lot of Lamb votes on this one. I thought it'd be mostly Kamara. You get a lot of Lamb votes, broski. Sanders versus, I already did that one. That's Van Jefferson. Did I miss any other super chats up here? Somebody said super chat. Terry says 225 in here, only 102 likes. Take a lap for not hitting the like button, says Terry. And I've got to agree with him. Josh Allen, over 25. I'm going to say yes. It depends on your scoring. Robert Woods, I'm starting Van Jefferson. Is it a mistake? No. I like Van Jefferson. Van Jefferson's a good play. He's a great play. He's a fantastic play. Let's see here. I'm done, Smitty. Done turning your lights on. Done playing the sexy playlist for you and Mrs. Smitty. Set me free. Ziggy, studio off. Ziggy, studio on. That's funny. That's, you're the first person to ever figure out that you can control my studio by talking to the Zigmeister. And that in your super chat, if you have me read the super chat and it says Ziggy studio off, then the studio's going to go off. Out of all this time, you're the first one to ever creatively control my studio through your super chat. Ziggy studio on. Now we're going to see how creative people get. You can't play music, though, because of the royalty-free stuff. So, like, if you want to ask Ziggy the weather, like, hey, Ziggy, what's the temperature in Canada?
Right now, it's 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, expect a low of 57 degrees.
Just don't expect him to be right, because he just read the weather in Phoenix. Ziggy, you should be ashamed of yourself. He doesn't even respond.
Sorry, I couldn't find a contact matching Destiny. To see who I can message, just ask me to show your contact.
No, don't do that. We're not doing anything like that. Ziggy off. Ziggy off. We're definitely not going to be repeating things that we can't repeat. So be creative. Don't waste your super chat on like, hey, Ziggy, give me blah, 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 blah. Let's see what Ziggy says. Okay. Next super chat. Dennis. Took your advice and was offered Jamar, Chase, and Henderson for Saquon and Deontay. Should I accept or go for Saquon straight up for Chase? So Chase and Henderson for Saquon and Deontay? Oh my God. Yeah, take both of them, bro. Like, first of all, I like Saquon over Jamar Chase. I like Jamar Chase over Saquon by a mile, Dennis. And I like Henderson over Deontay, bro. Punch it. Punch it.
You've just been Smitty approved.
We're making dreams come true on the show. Dennis just went and did this tonight because I was ashamed of myself. My ashamed of myself rant made Dennis go out
It's voicemail
and
time.
get this trade.
Drop a
phenomenal.
voicemail at the Fantasy
I'm proud of you,
Football
Dennis.
Show on the gram. Tell your grandma.
Isn't that a good trade, chat?
He'll punch you in the throat.
Derek, I don't know if I should say that one. I'm not sure if that's something happens if I say that. Okay. Derek. Terry's laughing at you. Super no-brainer. Yeah, that trade was great, bro. Look, Nick loves it. Legion loves it. That trade was insane, bro. That's like the best trade I've seen in a while. That was fantastic. Solid trade, says Smooth Burner. Dude, you killed it. All because of the rant. Everybody go out and do it. Go take action. Don't just sit on your hands and think, oh, he won't accept it. Dude just got one of the best trades I've seen all year. Go do it. Do it live. Jerry Jeudy or Ingram. Go Ingram. That is a good trade, bro. That trade makes me want to go trade right now. I'm alive. Ziggy, are you alive?
I'm not really alive, but I can be lively sometimes.
I think this might actually be Ziggy. Ziggy, is this you?
I don't know that.
All right, rock out with a voice message.
Mike White, the White Knight, the check down Charlie.
Hold on. We need to get a beat going.
Mike,
Hold on. Hold on. Okay, ready?
Mike White, the White Knight, the check down Charlie. Bake them boys. That's White Mike.
It started to go so good. Rock out. Let's get somebody else up in here. Who's got a rap they want to throw down about Mike White?
Figure out that you can control my studio.
Hey Smitty, it's Baked In Boys. It was a real honor being on your show. I'm a really big fan, and I would love to come on again sometime. Hope everything's going good.
Baked In Boys, appreciate you. Where's our next we need our next rap. God, my computer's lagging. I think this might be Ziggy, guys, by the way. He might have tapped in. Ryan. Lamb, C-Pat, D'Ernest. Oh, is that old? No, that's it. That's a new one. Okay. Lamb, C-Pat, or D'Ernest need two. Give me... Is that music too loud? No one tell me to turn it down. This might be the new jam, bro. Let me see if I can time it.
Hey Smitty, it's
Oh,
Baked In Boys.
that's Baked In Boys.
Mike White, the White Knight, the Check Down Charlie. Bake them boys.
Baked.
That's White Mike.
The baked in boys. Vito. Oh, Ryan. Hold on, Vito. Lamb, CPAT, or Dearness Johnson. I mean, Dearness is crazy enough. Dearness is safer. Like, Dearness is probably the safest, but, like, I don't know how you could put Lamb on your bench. I don't know how you could put C. Patterson on your bench. Like, Ryan, you need to make a trade, bro. Those are, you need 2 of them. I just saw that. You can't bench one, bro. You can't bench one. You got to make a trade. How do you bench one of those guys? Guys, vote. Which one are you benching? Lamb, Patterson, or Dearness? That is impossible. That's an impossible choice.
Pick 2 to...
So answer that for me.
Smitty. Pick 2 to start. Goddard, Font, Sutton, and OBJ. Thanks.
Goddard and Odell. But it could go 100 different ways, bro. Oh, that one's Thursday. Sorry, I missed your Thursday question.
Do you see any value in holding on to Lance?
Is this the same guy?
Hey, Smitty. Hey, Smitty.
It's the Whisperer, Evan. Hey, Evan's back. Now, everybody quiet. We need to pause the music real quick because Evan's in his office or something. Hold on.
Do you see any value in holding on to Lance if you've already got a QB1 like Rodgers? And this would be in a 1 QB league.
I'm sorry, I'm not listening. I'm just listening to how quiet you are. He's got to be in his cubicle again. Bro, you work nights too, Evan? Your boss is putting you to the grind, bro. It's freaking 1:19 a.m. and you're whispering from the cubicle again. He sounds like he's in the shitter.
Hey, Smitty, do you see any value in holding on to Lance if you've already got a QB1 like Rodgers? And this would be in a 1 QB league. I was thinking about potentially dropping Lance for someone like Tony.
In a 1 QB league, if Lance is your backup quarterback and your only quarterback and the quarterbacks aren't like super deep, I wouldn't be dropping Lance, broski. Let me tell him this. Bro, your dedication, it reminds me of myself. You know? Like, you're willing to ask questions from the can, from the closet. I don't know if you're at home, bro. That means you're in the can over there whispering. So like your dedication to get under your desk and leave a message, to go into the bathroom with the iPad and leave a message, your commitment is unbelievable. And you inspire me, is what I want to say, Evan, with your dedication to this show. I'm going to say keep Lance, bro. I'm going to say Lance has that potential. If you have tons of quarterback options on waivers, then of course I would potentially cut him for an ad. I've got 14 seconds left. But I'm just going to say, if the waiver wire looks thin, Lance could be a difference maker when you need him most. So unless it's a great ad, I'm not too worried about it. Okay. Next up, I think Media left a message. What's up, Media? And this is Rock Out one more time.
Smitty approved.
Smitty approved. And for those of you that missed his rap,
Mike White, the White Knight, the Check Down Charlie. Bake them boys.
Baking them boys.
That's White Mike.
Evan's commitment is definitely baked in, says Baked In Boys. Evan's the man, bro. You know he's either at work, his boss is just working him to death. Salaried. Doesn't even get OT. Just completely getting raped. But his boss doesn't know he's calling into the show on the clock either. So, joke's on his boss. Media. I heard Miss Smitty. I think I'm in trouble. I think I'm way too loud.
Big them boys, big them boys, big them boys.
That was Media.
Big them boys, big them boys, big them boys.
Baked in, boys. Thank you, Media. Appreciate that. If you want to try a little jam to this tune, this little number right here, send it in. Just be like, let the music guide you, bro. Just be like, Mike White. His spiral's so tight. Dropping dimes in the middle of the night. Like the Evan under his cubicle, dropping knowledge as he seeks to get it from the Smitty College. Like, just drop a jam, media. I want to hear it. Bring it with thunder.
Hello, my name is Patrick Mahomes. Yo, can I like join your live and you just put me like in the corner, bro? Thing.
If you don't talk, you're gone, bro. Appreciate that. We don't mind anytime. Let us know how we can help. That's what we're here for. Have a good night. And did anybody answer this question? I don't even know. Lamb, C. Pat, Dearness Johnson. Can I get another recount? Who are you sitting? If you've got to sit one of these guys, is it Lamb? Is it Patterson? Or is it Dearness Johnson? You're taking up way too much of the screen. Okay. Just sit there unless you're spoken to, okay, media? If you need to do a little sign language or something once in a while, that's fine, but we're going to put media in the corner. Don't mind him. You're putting Dearness Johnson on the bench. Johnson, you don't sit your studs. Sit Johnson. Bench Lamb. Patterson. I don't know, Ryan. I suppose I'm starting C-Pat and Lamb if I have to. Nicholas, Super Chat. 215, only 122 likes. The more likes we get, Smitty, the better the show we will have, says Terry. Terry's correct. Nicholas, drop Mike White. Bars. Check your DM, Smitty. Okay, Nicholas. Media, I need to hold up a 1 to 10 on your rating of his rap, okay? Who was that, Nicholas? Nicholas, I can't find you, bro. Hold on. I'm trying to find Nicholas.
What's up, Smitty? Do I start Mark Ingram or Javonte Williams? Also, do I start Stevenson, Michael Carter, Kenyon Drake, or Javonte Williams? I need 2 of those.
So, Javonte or Mark Ingram, probably going to say Ingram's a tiny bit safer. And then Javonte. I forgot media was there. There he is. Just sitting there in the corner.
What's up, Smitty? Do I start Mark Ingram or Javonte Williams?
Give me Ingram as a safe play. But it's tough.
Stevenson, Michael Carter, Kenyon Drake, or Javonte Williams. I need 2 of those from the second option. It's a PPR league.
Stevenson's high risk, high reward, but Javonte's probably safer on that second batch. But, bro, that could go 100 different ways. Is that you playing, or is that... Because I don't want to get a copyright strike if that's actual someone's music. So let me know if that's your original before I play it. I can't seem to get Nicholas's rap. I'm looking for Nicholas, bro, and I can't find him. Instagram's so weird about the messages. Like, a lot of times it doesn't show the most recent one, and I can't even find Nicholas's. So we might have to stop the voicemails because Instagram's being crazy. Okay. Let's get Media in here real quick. Let's talk a little bit of Eli Mitchell. Media, you can speak.
All right.
Hey, Media, it seems like Mitchell's off the injury report. There's no concern about him playing this week, right?
Nope, because he was on the blue jersey, but then they were able to take him off of that, so he should be good to go.
And what's your confidence level 1 to 10 in terms of Eli Mitchell remaining the starter all year? And that includes you predicting injury, it includes Shanahan's maneuvering, it includes Jeff Wilson looking good and taking the job. It includes Sermon. Give me your, on a scale of 10 being he'll stay the starter all year, and 0 being he gets benched or hits the bench.
Give me a 5.
5. And can you explain and elaborate why you feel that way?
Because the thing is, it's kind of hard. I still think to kind of see what Shanahan's going to do with the running backs.
It's Shanahan based. Is it how much of it's injury based?
I mean, injuries you can't really, injuries.
Yeah, but he's a rookie. He's banged up.
Yeah, he's banged up, but I think if he stays healthy and if he's not slowing down, if he's not playing bad, I think he'll continue to.
All right, here's a couple questions here. Gibby or J.D. McKissick? I'm going to go J.D. because Tampa's got the best rushing defense, or one of the best. But you've got Gibby, who's the PPR specialist in Tampa, can give up yards through the air. What do you think, Media? Excellent job.
So you said Gibby or who again?
He's not even paying attention. What kind of intern are you? You just sign language the whole question. And you can't remember what you even signed? I got that one. Don't worry about it, Media. Don't worry about it. Next question. Which players go nuclear for DFS tomorrow? Nuclear. Give me Jamar Chase going nuclear. Give me.
Isn't he on a bye week though?
Give me. Sorry. Good one, Media.
Take a lap.
Rest of season.
Take a lap. Take a lap.
Rest of season for tomorrow DFS. What am I thinking, Media? I'm still foggy brained. Let's see. Tomorrow, and I got my rest of season rankings up, so I'm staring at those, and it's reminding me as well. Rest of season, Jamar Chase, nuclear. How's that? For week number 10. Wide receivers, give me Lamb. Give me Lamb. I think Lamb goes nuclear. I think, does Cooper Kupp go nuclear? Hey, I'm talking to you, Media. Against your Niners, does Cooper Kupp go nuclear?
No, because Deebo Samuel owns the Rams then.
Deebo Samuel. You could revert back to anything that's like patterns or normalcy. Like this team is not in that place right now where you can say we own the Rams.
But I said Deebo did.
I know, but nobody owns the Rams, right? This is a different team. This is a lot of people own the Cardinals, but it's different now. The Cardinals are a different team. The Rams are a different team. This isn't the same. This isn't the same thing. Okay, so I'm gonna say Kupp goes nuclear. I'm gonna say.
I mean, I could see Kupp going off for sure, though, because the secondary of ours has been pretty weak and not the best, so I definitely could see it happen.
Give me a full send on Kupp. Give me a full send on Diggs. Give me a full send on Lamb. So, and give me Mike Williams. I'm going to say full send nuclear explosion on Mike Williams. I think people really want to own him after this week. At running back, give me JT, full send. I mean, that's obvious, but you're just asking me who's going to explode. I think Aaron Jones has a huge game. I think DeAndre Swift has a huge game. Goes nuts. Give me somebody besides a Niner, because I know you're just gonna say blindly
That
a
goes
Niner.
off this week?
Yeah, it goes off this week.
Okay, let me look at the games real quick. See.
Jamar Chase?
He's on a bye.
I know, I'm joking.
Would ice cream help?
Would ice cream help? Ice cream might help. Mike White?
Kyle Pitts.
Maybe Mike White?
No, I'm just kidding.
Kyle Pitts could go off. Yeah. Would ice cream help? Dalvin about to take all of his pent-up anger. that could be one,
Herbert,
bro.
maybe?
Who?
Herbert.
Oh, they said Rupert. Herbert's going to probably have a good game. Scott versus Super Chat wasn't answered, Smitty. Okay. Which player? Okay, so I got that one. I gave you enough of them, broski. And Mahomes. I think Mahomes makes everybody feel silly. He makes everyone feel silly. What was the Super Chat? I can't find it. Why are some of them not showing up? Scott. Gibby or JD? I said JD McKissick. I don't see this other Super Chat. Can you paste it for me? Whoever said that, was that Rockout? Or Terry, can you paste it for me? Because I don't even see it. It's not on my screen. Scott V. Was it the one I just put on there? Because I did answer that one. J.D. McKissick for me. Scott V. I think it was this one. I did answer that, I think. J.D. McKissick for me. Maybe I didn't answer it. Maybe that's what you're saying. I don't know. It's possible. J.D. McKissick, because I think I said the PPR, volume's going to head his way. And that you may not be able to run against the Bucks, but you could throw to the running back. So give me McKissick if I've got to pick between those. I think I did answer that. All right, media. Let's see here. Let me ask you a question. Let me give you a couple names. You tell me who you like more rest of season, okay? Actually, no, let's stick with week 10. TJ Hawkinson at Pittsburgh with Big Ben out, or George Kittle versus the Rams?
Ooh. That's a tough one. Give me Hawkinson.
That's honest. I like it. Here's Evan. No, you don't. Evan, we prefer when you're whispering, bro. And I appreciate you. And you are become a legend already. So keep doing you. That was Evan. I love Evan. When people make us laugh on the show, they apologize and they tell me they want to change things. I'm like, don't change you, Evan. This is the way you are, and we love you for it, and you're the man. Cup is going to be amazing, says Engage. Do you think that the Woods injury and the Odell Beckham Jr. addition wash for Cooper Kupp's overall value? Or do you think this increases his value because Odell can't possibly fill the shoes of Woods this quickly and adapt to the offense, learn the playbook, and therefore there's going to be a little bit of a surplus of targets that Odell can't grasp and that Van can't absorb that go to Cooper Kupp? Or do you think it's just the same business as usual for Kupp because they wash the two things?
I think it makes a difference not having Robert Woods in it. And I mean, Odell Beckham's going to take a bit of time to learn the offense as if like any player would. So I think Kupp could get some more targets for sure.
That's how I feel. I feel like Kupp is going to at least stay the same though, but I don't think it's bad. Like Odell is not going to scoop up more than what Woods was taking. Therefore, there's a surplus out there It's just a matter of will Van take it all, and then Cup is getting as much as he can handle. That could be the case. So that's why I'm saying it's not a for sure, like, Odell going there and Woods going down equates to Cup getting 10 more receptions this year or something. I think it could be a total wash, but I think he does not go down. For sure does not go down now. Does Odell have the potential to be a wide receiver in fantasy, a wide receiver, like high-end wide receiver 3? Could he be more than that to you? Meaty, you're eating some brownies again tonight because you're either watching something and you're not paying attention. You're not paying attention to the show. You're watching a baseball game, aren't you? Yeah, it's over.
No,
you watching
I'm paying
replays?
attention.
You watching replays of the Braves?
I'm paying attention. No, I don't. I'm not a Braves fan.
Wearing your brand new Braves uniform that you just bought?
I'm not a Braves
fan. Okay, next
but
question.
I think OBJ will be like, I think a 3.
A wide receiver 3? Okay. Overcome, thank you for the super chat, young man. Grant says he needs our help. Start 2, Darrell Williams, Singletary, Hines, and Bolden. I'm going to say start Darrell Williams. He's safe. And probably well, if Bolden's going to get like all the work, like if it sounds like Stevenson won't, then I'd probably go Bolden. But if we don't get a good sign, then Singletary's got a good matchup and he'd probably be safer. But definitely go with Darrell on that. Cooper Kupp is going to be amazing. Baytown's got a question. You ready, media? Can you?
Yep.
Okay, focus. Laser focus, bro. Here it comes. Full PPR. Starting Justin Jefferson, Deontay. Flexing Pittman. But I have Mike Williams and Peoples-Jones on my bench. Any changes with Big Ben out? So do you put Deontay Johnson on the bench for Mike Williams?
I mean, Rudolph in the past hasn't looked, awful or anything, but I'd probably put Mike Williams.
That is the correct answer. You passed. You can remain on the show. The moment you answer a question wrong, I'm just gonna disconnect the connection. Okay. So keep it up, media. You're 1 for 1. That is the correct answer. Baytown, put in Mike Williams and do it now. Dude's gonna go nuts, and I think people are gonna be like, "Oh my God, I love him!" Again, because that's the way it works. People love him, and then they hate him. Then they love him, then they hate him. Here's another one from Rez. Okay, make sure you get this right, media. Seals-Jones versus Tampa Bay or Higbee versus the Niners?
Ooh. That's Peoples-Jones, right?
No, Seals-Jones, the tight end.
Who's
He said, "Who's that? Who is Ricky Seals-Jones?" I had to hang up on him. I can't have this man representing the fantasy football show. He doesn't even know who Ricky Seals-Jones is. Okay. All right. The answer is Higbee. I'll answer it for him. And Panthers D or Green Bay. I'm probably going to say Green Bay. But that's a tough one. That's like a crapshoot. Let me see. Out of hundreds and hundreds of expert rankings combined and averaged, the Packers are around like 15, and the Panthers are like 15. It's like a dead tie. So, media, who is that? Who did he say he thought I said? I said Seals-Jones. He said who? Peoples-Jones? Is that Peoples-Jones? Is he a tight end? Oh, media, here's your lap. Media, you hung in there.
Take a lap. Take a lap.
And you did pretty good, broski.
Take a lap.
You lasted longer than I anticipated. Let's just put it that way. Drink more water, media. Drink more water. Seals-Jones, he is a tight end, bro. And he's currently been playing pretty darn solid. in replacing Logan Thomas. So he's not awful. He's not amazing. He plays for the football team. Ricky Seals-Jones played for the Cardinals. You might have remembered, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, broski. It's a deep tight end call. Like, you know, you're a Niner page. I don't expect you to know every single player in the league, but he has been starting pretty much all year for the football team. Love, then you hate, then you love, says Rock Out. I think you're talking about Mike Williams. No, he's not a rookie. He's media media's really interested in this guy. Media, pick him up, bro. Seals-Jones, he's 6'5", 243. He's a big dude. That's how big Henry is. He's the same size as Henry. He's 26, so he's not a spring chicken. He's also not that old. DK to the moon with Russell Wilson back. I kind of think that's a good way to look at it. We've been live for an hour and 30 minutes. I think I will call it a night. I got an early morning tomorrow. Join me in the morning. Send another super chat. Did you really? Let's see. Overcome. Oh, there we go. There they are. Sorry, sometimes they're a little bit delayed. Rez, appreciate your super chat, broski. Chat, this inflation and gas prices suck. Let's go, Brandon. Appreciate you, Scott. Do I start Kirk with Murray out after losing Woods, or roll with Brady throwing to Ty Johnson? Godwin's back. I don't know, bro. Like, I probably go with Kirk, but would it surprise me if Ty got a touchdown? I suppose not. If it's a wide receiver spot, I don't know what else to tell you because I don't know who's available. But Kirk's probably safer. But I don't know, man. That's a tough one. What did Kirk do last week? Let's pull that up. Let's let that determine. Was Kirk even used last week under the command of Colt McCoy? Let's pull this up and see what this dude did. Let's see. Christian Kirk. Yeah. Bro, how did I not know he had 91 yards? I knew he had like 4. I thought he had like 4 catches for like 50. He had 6 catches for 91 yards. This is Colt McCoy's dude. Put him in. Put him in, bro. Put him in your lineup. I like Connor. You like Connor this week. Do I like Connor this week? Connor's a top 6 to 10 running back for the foreseeable future, bro. Do I like Connor? Connor looked like a Hall of Famer last week. Connor's amazing. I hate hearing Colt McCoy's name, shaking my head. What, you're scared? Colt McCoy scare you? Colt McCoy scares media and all Niner fans. Colt McCoy's in their nightmares. Colt McCoy single-handedly beat the Niners last week. Heineke over Mahomes. No, you're just trying to get me to press the take a lap button. But you did it. Mission accomplished.
Take a lap.
Take a lap, broski. I've trained you for too long, Nick, for this to be true. This has to be fake. But just even mentioning it gets a lap, bro. I think I'm done for the night, people. Appreciate you. As always, I will try my best to reply to every single comment that comes my way between now and tomorrow. So if I missed your question, don't get all upset at me and think I ignored you on purpose. We have literally 2,700 questions came through tonight. in the chat probably. And I can't get to them all. I just can't get to them all. And I do my best. And the good thing is, as soon as this video ends, if you go to the video, the replay of the show, hit the thumbs up while you're there. Ask me a question, and I will answer within the next 12 to 24 hours. Probably with tomorrow, probably just be tonight, actually. On the Saturday night show, I'll answer every question that you ask tonight. Ziggy, studio off. I will see you all later. He only turns part of the studio off. Ziggy, back wall off. Dude doesn't know how to do that. he used to, and then he just stopped turning the back wall off. Now he just turns the front of the studio off. So I have to manually punch that until I reprogram them. It gets a little annoying. But he'll turn that off. But he won't turn the back wall off. 144 likes. Terry did his job today. Mike White. Nick says Mike White. 6 TDs, 550 tomorrow. Can you imagine, bro? Mike White, 550, 6 TDs. You're laughing now. But Nick's going to drop the mic tomorrow. So keep laughing. Ziggy, take a lap.
I don't know that one.
Ziggy, who is 49er Media?
Sorry, I don't have an answer.
See, he doesn't know who you are, Media. Ziggy, who's 49er Media?
No, that's not true.
That's not true. Because it's 49ers Media, according to his picture. Ziggy, does 49er Media know sign language?
I don't have an answer.
Yeah, we don't either. He just signs when he comes on. We don't know if it's real. All right, I appreciate all of you. I will catch you later. See you tomorrow. Good luck. I'm live the entire 1 hour leading into kickoff tomorrow. Please, please, please hit that thumbs up on your way out the door. It helps my channel grow so much, and I thank you for it. Punch the thumbs up. And I should have, there's 217 of you still in here. I should have 217 questions when I log off. I'm going to go grab a little bite, grab a drink, come back, answer some questions. So I better see 217 questions because I'm here for it. And since I'm going to be here, I need the studio on. Ziggy, studio on. Take it easy. I will see you all in the morning on Instagram. The Fantasy Football Show on Instagram. The entire 1 hour leading into kickoff. Don't forget your SleeperU.com memberships. Anybody that buys a lifetime membership this week gets a free 1 hour draft call where I call you up and we draft together the entire 1 hour. All you got to do is go to SleeperU.com and order a lifetime membership. Any one of my lifetime memberships. Let's go.